so much, everyone, for staying with us. Well, the APC is already reacting to what Salihu Lukman said. He's a former vice chairman in the northwest of the APC. He has said, in a particular statement, in reacting to what he said, quote, history of opportunistic politicking. That's how they describe Salihu Lukman, who is also a former Director General of the Progressive Governors Forum, PGF, and he's been critical of the ruling party, APC. He has constantly criticized President Bola Tinubu over his handling of the country's economy and party issues, even when he was a member of the party until lately when he left. Well, he has recently gotten the attention of the APC when he described the administration as worse off than the PDP's 16 years. He said, APC spent 9 years, but those years has been worse compared to that of the PDP. Mr. Felix Moka, the spokesperson of the APC, has been reacting to what Mr. Lukman said, and he said he's an attention seeker and he's been sleepless in search of political relevance. I have with me tonight Mr. Lukman, Salihu Lukman. Thank you so much indeed for your time tonight.
Thank you very much, Shehu.
Do you like attention? Do you seek one?
I think, well, he may have gotten it right in the sense that being an advocate is about identifying your target and seeking their attention. You know, so to that extent, yes, all of us in politics, we want attention, no doubt about it. But I struggle, I must confess, to understand the language is maybe above my comprehension, above my understanding.
You're involved in opportunistic politicking.
Some big words were used, which for me, I mean, my level of understanding is not so much, did not get to that level.
But you use similar big words too.
No, I don't use
several letters that you write.
I don't use big words. I mean, I write to communicate.
But I mean, let's look at it. What do you want from this government? When you were there, you were criticizing them. Now you have left them. Why is it difficult to leave them alone?
Because it's about the country. And Sheun, we've come a long way. And the truth about it, even Mr. Felix Moka, we were in the trenches together, fighting for democracy during the military. We didn't do that because we just want opportunity. We did that out of conviction, out of belief that democracy is the best way to go in terms of delivering on meeting the expectations of citizens. Now, what are the basis of my criticism? The basis of my criticism is simple. Play back 2014, 2015. What have we promised as a party aspiring to defeat PDP? We promised 3 things. We promised to revive the economy. We promised to deal with corruption. We promised to fight insecurity. On the issue of insecurity, at that time, the critical issue was Boko Haram. It didn't degenerate to the point of banditry the way we are having it. Of course, there were cattle rustling in the northwest and part of north central, but it didn't graduate to the level of banditry the way it is. It didn't graduate to the level of kidnapping the way it is. So between 2015 and now, from insecurity in northeast, it has taken over, insecurity has taken over northwest, and it has taken over north central, and is spreading downwards to the south.
You don't think things have gotten better since the last 1 year?
I mean, look, we are in this country. I mean, let's be honest to ourselves. I don't think we will be helping President Bola Asuwaju to lie to him.
But I'm just asking for an honest assessment.
My honest assessment is that it has gotten worse.
Really? By statistics, by figures of killings or violence?
Just play back in the last 1 month. I wish the security agencies will release record of statistics in terms of how many people have been killed or have been kidnapped. Today, there are more ungoverned spaces, more spaces that are insecure, unsecure.
So you think that this government has failed woefully in the last 1 year in area of security?
I mean, look, let's not dance around the issue. In the area of security, we have gotten worse. And it's almost like a free fall. And we need to really be honest to ourselves. In the area of the economy, for the first time, we are having a situation where about 2 or 3 budgets are being run concurrently at federal level. And what that means is that chances that corruption are on the increase are higher. I don't have the statistics, but these are some of the dangers. And even the mere fact that, for instance, inflation has gone beyond unimaginable levels. Our income has crashed. Even the mere fact that income of citizens have crashed is enough basis of insecurity itself. Today, it's not any propaganda that can cover that. The truth is that people are looking for food to eat, including people who are ideally income-earning people. They are not unemployed people. Largely because, I mean, how much is a bag of rice now? How much is a bag of corn?
So, in all your security, in every aspect, you don't think we are doing well at all?
We are not.
And that's
we are
why,
not.
I mean,
and I say that advisedly, and I say that in the hope that before you hear how many times have I appeared in the last 1 year, and I keep making the point that my hope is that President Asuwaju will recover his democratic and progressive credential and begin to do the right thing.
You had said that he has a capacity based on his
I have said that.
Yeah,
but increasingly,
he's shown it in Lagos State. But you think that capacity
at national level is not.
Is it a matter of? I mean, you don't think that that personality is?
At one point, you asked me a pointed question. If I have opportunity to advise him, what will I advise? And I went straight to the point about the team of people he has around him.
So you don't think that he has the right person?
He doesn't have the right people.
But why is it difficult? A lot of people seem to be saying this.
I don't know.
The president seems to still have the people that people condemn.
I have said it several times, even here before you, that the Asuwaju that rule Lagos is not the Asuwaju that is ruling Nigeria today.
And that's why you are asking for a new beginning.
Of course, at this point, because I have lost hope after being an advocate, appealing, thinking that he will recover himself, at this point we have to begin, and that is the beauty of democracy, which I reflected in the writing which my friend Felix Moka is responding to. The beauty of democracy is that it gives citizens an opportunity. If government fails them, they should change it through election. And in the next less than 3 years from now, we are going to have election. But part of the issue, which for me, we are confronting now as activists, as political activists, is the fact that we don't have any viable political party.
At the moment.
At the moment. It's not just a question of, yes, Felix Moka is right that both the Labour Party and the PDP have issues. But that they have issues does not mean people who are members of these parties cannot come together and begin to respond to the challenge and do the needful before 2026. So
you think we do not have opposition? And in your own thinking is also that the ruling party or the government is not doing right by for Nigerians.
The truth is that there is no party, including the ruling party. When last you are here, when last has APC met? Go and read their constitution.
They were supposed to hold a NEC meeting.
They postponed it after the NEC meeting is supposed to take place every 3 months. The last time by public record, the last time they had a NEC meeting was August 4th.
I mean, there are those who say, oh, the reasons are because of the commitment of the president to foreign travels.
That is part of the danger before
the president has been in China.
That is part of
no. Very soon,
that is part of that is part of the danger which we have to confront as a nation. A situation where the president is over and above the party that produced him, then is dangerous.
Is that not what the case has been, at least in the Fourth Republic?
Which is what, as APC, I was a founding member of APC. Our promise in 2015 was that we are going to change all that. And we failed. Anybody who is not ready to admit that, it means is not ready to really move Nigerian democracy forward.
You know what some of the members of your party are saying? That your very good friend Nasir El-Rufai is left, or is not as evidently a member of the APC right now. There are those who believe that he's left the APC, and because of your closeness with him, that's the reason why you are doing all you're doing. Is it the sentiment about what are the political misgivings that is causing this?
It's so interesting. It's very convenient when people choose and play up all these things. I was also close to President Asuwaju. I was, before APC, we were not in the same party with Nasir El-Rufai. And when we came in the same party with Nasir El-Rufai, we are from Kaduna State. I fought him. It's on record. I disagreed with him. The issue is straightforward. People who want to reduce the matter to issue of blackmail, who you relate with and who you don't relate with, they can indulge themselves with that. But the fundamental challenge before us as a nation is that we need a democracy that is responsive. And being responsive is about producing leaders who will comply with the rule of their own party.
You know, the reason why I ask that question is that sometimes you also need to hear from those who are being bashed. And in the bashing, or the fact that they think that there are motives, just a moment, there are motives in some of the criticism coming from some certain part of the country. Take, for example, there are those who think that why in the early days of this administration, the government is not being given the opportunity to thrive. In fact, there are those who are drawing ethnic and sectional or regional politics into it, that when people from other part of the country who are in power, they are not being heavily, they give them the time. Why is this government being criticized? Is it because of the affiliation or where the head of the government is from? And there are those who think, the question that I ask you, who are thinking in the APC is that Salihu Lukman is aggrieved because his friend Nasir El-Rufai and their camp had been ostracized from the party. And now there are talks that, in fact, there is a storm brewing gradually, and some of you are forming a new political force to fight the APC in 2027, that this is all a scheme for 2027. Is that right?
Can I respond to that?
Go ahead,
it's
sir.
not right at all, and I can tell you, if anything, President Asuwaju is a beneficiary of our committed support to building this democracy. Because when some group of people within the APC around former President Buhari were pushing for a so-called consensus candidate, and it was supposed to come from the north, where we come from, which Asuwaju didn't come from, were in the forefront. In fact, Felix Moka, when we were in the National Working Committee, when the name of Ahmed Lawal was dropped as the consensus candidate, Felix Moka didn't join us to fight that. Because at that point, it was convenient his own masters, just like it's been alleged now that I have some masters. Look, let's face it straight. If today President Asuwaju recover himself, I have said it in this studio, if he recover himself and start doing the right thing, I'm ready to make public apology and queue behind him. But so long as he continue on this route, I mean, people are dying.
There's hardship in the land.
There is hardship in the land.
So, and that's why, and for some of us, we believe that let's talk about the issues and how to move this country forward, rather than the politics of it.
The part of the issue is that we must produce a party that subordinates all elected officials. A situation where all our parties only produce elected officials who become emperors and some overlords over citizens must be corrected. Here on this studio, I think it was with you, who read the point about Second Republic. How, for instance, you go to a meeting of a political party, the president will be sitting
in the audience.
In the audience.
It's only when the leader of the party and the chairman comes in when the meeting starts.
For goodness sake, part of my fight, when I fought, and this is the point where I feel agitated when people begin to reduce this to sectional issue. When I fought Abdullahi Adamu at the national chairman, Abdullahi Adamu, for goodness sake, is from the north. If I want to play that ethnic card, I'll just keep quiet. Maybe I will have still been in the National Working Committee. And maybe all the privileges, and there are privileges. I made that conscious choice. Partly because I didn't come from the background whereby my mission in politics is about survival. I believe as a person, I can survive without holding political position. Now, let's come back to the nitty-gritty issues, Mr. Shehu. If we elect leaders based on promises they made, what is the main promise of President Aswaju? Renewed hope. The details are there, contained. You read it. Out of it, let President, and I'm ready to engage anybody, including President Aswaju or anybody, let them produce evidences of delivery based on that document of renewal. Nothing has been delivered. Yeah, if you remember, the first criticism I raised was an open letter where I talk about disturbing signals. And I itemized them. For goodness sake, for a monocultural economy like Nigeria, depending on oil, which has become the live wire, you remove subsidy without any plan in terms of how to guarantee local production, which is the crisis we are facing. And in that open letter, I made the point to say that, look, why couldn't you time the whole question of withdrawal of subsidy to the point when you can guarantee local production? At that time, they were promising that by December 2023, Nigerian refinery, Port Harcourt refinery, Kaduna refinery will start producing. What months are we in today? September 2024. 9 months after, these refineries have not.
So all the promises have failed.
Have failed.
But one of the things that angered the APC and why Felix Moka is particularly very, very angry with you, and you can feel it in the spirit of his writing, is how dare you compare 16 years of PDP
why
to
not?
9 years
Why
of
not?
APC?
Why not?
And are you saying that the 16
Mr.
years
Shehu,
of that's what angered him?
Mr. Shehu, we are Nigerians. If it angered him, he should go and engage President Aswaju and every person in government to respond much more positively. It's not about throwing those tantrum and putting words that have no meaning.
Let's look at solutions now. Going forward, you asked in the concluding part of your document that we need a new beginning, and you said time is of the essence. You are asking for public negotiation, and you think that it should commence now. Is that the way to go?
Definitely, because we need, at the minimum, if APC as a political party is not functioning, PDP as a party is not functioning, Labour Party as a party is not functioning, all the parties are not functioning. At the minimum, we must produce a party that is functional and at the same time, which is what I highlighted in that writing, it's not just about defeating Aswaju and APC. It's about producing a responsive government, one that elected representative will be subordinated to the party.
So if not, the fear is that there might be a storm that will remove the party at the end of the day. Is that what you fear?
There will definitely be a storm because, look, this country cannot continue like this. What I know is that something will have to give. Whether that act of giving will produce something deliberate that will correct all the mess we have around is what I'm pushing.
All right. Mr. Saliu Lukman, a former vice chair of the APC, thank you so much indeed for your time tonight and always for your activism. Thank you so much.
And I guarantee you, I am confident, the same way we were able to get military out of power, we are going to correct the current mess. We are going to get to a situation where we have a functional political party, an APC, and President Asuwaju will be defeated in 2027 and will produce leaders that will be servant to citizens, not leaders who are emperors.
It's not a threat.
It's not a threat.
All right. Thank you so much indeed. That's our program tonight, everyone. Many thanks for watching. I'm Sean Kimbalwe. God bless Nigeria.